Today, I'm sharing with you five major real estate stories that is happening right now in Miami that can impact sellers, buyers, and even the future of our city. Some of these stories involve billionaires, some involve condo homeowners, and one who potentially cost taxpayer hundreds of millions of dollars. If you own property in South Florida or are you thinking of buying, you should know what is happening. Let's get started. First up, billionaire investor and Citadel founder Ken Griffin is making one thing very clear. He believes Miami future is bright. Just this week, he expanded plans. This project now includes 300 apartments, additional office space, and parking for more than 1,400 spaces. He also reportedly acquired an entire condominium building nearby as part of a larger expansion. Why should regular homeowners care? Because when major financial firms invest billions of dollars in a city, they're making a long term bet. This isn't someone buying a condo. This is one of the wealthiest investors in the world increasing his commitment to Miami. And this brings us to an important question. What do billionaires see in Miami that many people still don't? I am Belmis Montesino, broker of iconic Miami Realty. I share real estate news to keep the community informed. If you find this content helpful, keep watching. Let's keep going with our second story. Condo owners across South Florida are facing one of the biggest shifts we have seen in years. Between reserve requirements, building inspection, insurance costs, and lender scrutiny, buyers are paying much closer attention to building finances than ever before. Condo sales have remained active, but buyers are becoming more selective about which building they choose. For years, buyers were focused on the views, the amenities, the location. Today, they're asking, does the building have reserves? Is the association healthy? Are there special assessment? This is changing how condos are bought and sold in South Florida. As a broker, I can tell you that reviewing association documents are more important today than 5 years ago. This will lead us to our third story. While some national headlines suggest that real estate is slowing down, Miami luxury market keep producing surprising numbers. Luxury sales have remained strong throughout early 2026, and South Florida keep attracting high net worth buyers from around the world. Florida realtors reported strong growth in multi-million dollar transactions earlier this year. In fact, the ultra luxury Miami market pushed pricing to territory that seemed unimaginable a decade ago, with some residents approaching or exceeding the 100 million level. Whether you're shopping at that price point or not, luxury activity matters because it influences development, jobs, investment, and confidence in the region. Now let's talk about the most controversial real estate story in South Florida. A dispute involving land in Fisher Island and leave Miami-Dade taxpayer responsible for hundreds of millions of dollars. According to reports and legal challenges, the controversy centers around a development parcel fuel infrastructure serving the Port of Miami and a county purchase agreement that has drawn significant criticism. Regardless of where you stand politically, these stories highlight something important. Real estate isn't only about selling homes. It affects infrastructure, transportation, and local finances. And here's a story that may surprise many people. Despite higher mortgage rates, South Florida experts are projecting increased home sales in 2026 and 2027 after several years of decline. Miami-Dade has also reported multiple consecutive months of year-over-year sales growth earlier this year. What does this tell us? The market isn't crashing. The market is adjusting. Buyers have more choice. Sellers need better strategies. But people are still moving here. Businesses are still investing here. And demand hasn't disappeared. So if I have to summarize the Miami market in one sentence right now, Miami is transitioning from a hype driven market to a fundamental driven market. The headlines may change. Interest rate may change. Inventory may change, but major investors are still investing millions here. Luxury buyers are still arriving, developers are still building, and Miami continue evolving into a global city. What do you think is the biggest real estate story in Miami today? The condo changes, the luxury boom, the Brico development? Leave a comment below because I love to hear your perspective. I'm Belmis Montesino with Iconic Miami Realty. If you're buying, selling, investing, or relocating to South Florida, subscribe for market updates that go beyond the headlines. I see you in the next video.